Here we are in my cozy little kitchen, and I want to share with you folks a probiotic food that I like to make and eat called natto. It's been fermenting overnight in the oven. There we go. This is definitely an acquired taste. What they are, they're soybeans that have been cooked until soft, and you add to them a bacteria that in Japan lives on, believe it or not, the dry stalks of rice plants. It's one of those accidental foods that was invented thousands of years ago when somebody in Japan for winter packed cooked soybeans into rice straw, and lo and behold, it's yet another fermented probiotic food, which I'm a huge fan of. I had not made a batch in about a year, and a guy in a car forum I belonged to yesterday had posted, he's in Australia, despite being a big strapping young guy, the poor guy had gotten a clot. Just in his lung, and I believe also one in his leg, and he asked for dietary advice, and I mentioned natto. It's literally one bacteria, Bacillus natto, colonizes the cooked beans and produces a slime, which most Americans cannot palate. Let's see if the threads will show up in the sunlight here. Let's see if I can get them. In Japan, they call the slime spider webs. I think you can see a few there. Let me try again. You can see the sticky spider webs. There we go. Now this has only been fermenting since about 10 o'clock last night. I'm probably going to do another 24 hours in the oven. What you do is you get them warm in the oven and then put a towel in the door to keep the light bulb on. They want to be in the low 100s. The reason I make this stuff is a couple is I love the taste. I serve it Japanese style on top of hot rice with a dollop of yellow Asian mustard, small splash of soy sauce, and chopped scallions. The old style Japanese eat it daily, a small amount for breakfast, and it's been confirmed that this one enzyme that's in it, whose name I never can remember, I think it's called natto kinase, literally is a super effective anticoagulant, but what's better is it digests, if that's the word, clots as they form in the body. It also has a very special form of vitamin K, I think called K2, that's good for health. You might want to Google natto, natto health benefits. It's quite remarkable. And they say, unfortunately, as young Japanese people move away from eating old style food like this to KFC and crappy burgers, etc., they're losing the health benefits that natto provides. The taste is, to me, since I like it, is very warm and savory. It reminds me vaguely of mushrooms. Many Americans, maybe even most Westerners for that matter, find the odor and the taste, and in particular the texture because of that slime coating, utterly repugnant, and I can understand that. But what's funny is a little tiny box imported from Japan in a little tiny styrofoam box with breathing holes is so expensive, but I can make this huge quantity. Like this here probably cost me $1 worth of organic non-GMO soybeans. I already had the natto starter in the freezer, which I thawed out. Extremely cheap to make on your own. What I'm going to do is let this ferment one more day till I get more of the slime spiderweb coating, and then freeze up small portions. I have a few friends who love it, not only for the health benefits, but also they do like me, like the taste. Let's see if I can, one more time in the sunshine, show the beginnings of the spiderweb. They're just starting. There's one. But this is a classic probiotic food with centuries of history to back up the claims for the health benefits. I would go ahead and suggest you Google it. If you want to give it a try, you can get one small box, styrofoam box, in many Asian market freezers for a few bucks. And it's going to be maybe 2 tablespoons worth if you're lucky. And they usually have a little tiny packet of yellow mustard and soy sauce in there. And that way you'll know without committing a whole lot of money if you like it or not. I'm very fond of it, and I'm sorry that I got out of the habit of making it for an entire year. This here, if I eat some daily, will probably last me a month. Plus I'm going to give some to friends. But I thought I'd share with you folks, since I like making probiotic foods and doing home preservation, something that I feel Western culture needs to take a good long look at. Again, it's natto, N-A-T-T-O. And I hope this gives you some ideas about making your own probiotic foods at home for health and also to save money. Bye-bye, y'all.